Q&A by Vikas Swarup, aka Slumdog Millionaire. This is the story of a boy in the slums of India who gets on a game show to win 1 billion rupees. Miraculously, he knows the answers to the questions because of his background in the slums, and the story intercuts between the questions that he's asked and his life story. This book was the basis for Slumdog Millionaire from 2008. It was very well received. The great reviews from the critics. It won 8 Academy Awards: Best Director, Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay. It swept the Academy Awards. And I loved the movie. I thought the movie was so well done. And it seems that people have forgotten about it. I'm really not sure why, but that's why I wanted to revisit it a bit by going to the source material. Now, the book is only sort of similar to the movie in that it has the same premise. The book almost feels like a short story collection or a series of episodes that are loosely connected together by the thread of the game show that the main character is on. There's the episode of the voodoo priestess. There's the episode of when he was working for the Australian guy. There's the story of the deserter who's lying about all of his war glories. But this feels very different from the movie, which focuses on the 3 main characters, and the arc of the movie is you're following these 3 main characters through all the ups and downs of their childhood and how their relationship changes from the beginning to the end. Also, the movie capitalizes on the perfect ratio and number of 2 guys and a girl. Side note, 2 guys and a girl is a great way to engage an audience because it gives you the themes of brotherhood and friendship along with the themes of romance. It introduces the possibility of a love triangle, and you can see this used a lot in various stories. There's Han, Luke, and Leia. There's Ron, Hermione, and Harry. There's Aang, Sokka, and Katara. And of course, 2 guys, a girl, and a pizza place. Anyway, both the book and the movie are very dark because we're dealing with poverty and a lot of shady characters looking to get money or sex or both, some combination. So you do get a very dark feeling, but it's especially true in the book. I think the range of morality in the characters goes from bad to truly, truly awful. There doesn't seem to be any honestly good people in the book besides like the main character and his friend or something. But despite that, there are a couple of funny parts. How he can sneak in humor there, it's pretty impressive to this pretty dark story. Also, I have to give credit to the author for having some great lines in this book. Overall it's well written, but there are a couple of lines that stand out to me as just brilliant. And I'll give one example. So in the book, the main character has a new landlady, and he meets this boy who's also living there, and the boy can't talk well. He has some kind of impediment. But the main character makes friends with the boy, and he figures out that the landlady is actually the boy's mother. But the landlady is kind of disowning her son because he has this impediment. And the boy ends up dying, and the main character is heartbroken. And so the landlady is having this dinner, and she has people over, and the main character comes into the room carrying the body of her son, and he sets it down and he says something to the effect of if you can't do anything else, at least be the proper landlady and take care of the burial. And he storms out of the room. And then the perfect line to end the scene, "I'm told no one stayed for dessert." And I love that. To me, good writing is taking something complicated and heavy and conveying it all in just a few simple words, a short sentence. And that is just a perfect example to me. So despite it not being as good as the movie, I still love the book. I thought it was fascinating, even if it was a bit dark, but that's the nature of the story. So I'm going to give this book 4.5 stars.